Hello riders, welcome to OK Bikes, the channel dedicated to future motorcycles, performance engineering, and next-generation superbike technology. In today's feature, we take a deep dive into the 2026 Ducati Streetfighter V4, a motorcycle that continues Ducati's obsession with extreme naked performance. Combining MotoGP technology with street-focused aggression, this street fighter is more than a machine. It is the distilled essence of Italian racing character, design evolution, and aerodynamic presence. Ducati has sharpened the already aggressive aesthetic of the street fighter, but the 2026 redesign is not just visual, it is deeply functional. The new aero winglets now flow directly out of the radiators, forming a sculpted line that visually narrows the side profile and increases vertical downforce during acceleration. This keeps the front wheel planted while reducing front-end instability at high speeds. The LED DRL signature is now thinner and more purposeful, giving the motorcycle a predatory expression. The fuel tank gains revised side shaping to improve knee grip and control body position under braking. Every line appears tensioned, as if the motorcycle is always ready to attack the road ahead. Chassis and riding dynamics. The aluminum frame has been strategically reinforced for improved torsional stiffness without additional weight. Ducati's engineers aimed for a more telepathic rider connection, the sense that inputs travel instantly into corner behavior. Steering geometry receives subtle refinements, improving agility during quick flicks while retaining mid-corner stability. The ergonomics have also been subtly rebalanced. The riding triangle now provides a friendlier neutral posture for longer roads, but still retains enough forward weight bias for high-speed authority. The seat foam uses a dual-density treatment, offering more compliance over distance while still locking the hips in place during aggressive lean angles. Heart of the beast, the V4 powertrain. The 2026 Streetfighter V4 continues with the legendary Desma set-aside straight-aisle 1,103 cubic centimeters V4 power plant, but 2026 mapping introduces smoother mid-range engagement and stronger corner exit punch. Ducati has refined throttle modulation at the first few millimeters of twist to deliver a more predictable connection, crucial for both street confidence and track precision. The signature counter-rotating crankshaft remains, helping suppress wheelie tendency and improving mechanical grip during rapid direction changes. Power still climbs aggressively toward the top end, delivering a thrilling surge that captures the raw spirit of Ducati's racing heritage. Electronics and intelligent rider support. The Streetfighter is a modern electronics masterpiece. The 6-axis inertial platform feeds real-time positional data into a next-gen control suite. Ducati Traction Control EVO, Wheelie Control EVO, Engine Braking Control, and ABS Cornering EVO are all refined with faster logic and a broader range of intervention levels. The new TFT interface introduces live feedback overlays, helping riders understand slide angle, lean pressure, and throttle telemetry, not as distraction, but as training reinforcement. Riders can now customize riding modes with nearly racing-level granularity, shaping throttle curve sharpness, suspension behavior, and ABS aggressiveness for specific surfaces or personal taste. Suspension sophistication. The 2026 upgrade to semi-active Olean Smart EC technology brings not only faster response but more sensation. The system adapts compression and rebound damping in milliseconds, keeping the chassis composed under sudden load changes. On rougher surfaces, it subtly relaxes stiffness, while in track conditions, it tightens to preserve traction and line accuracy. This duality is what defines the Streetfighter's advanced engineering, aggressive when pushed, yet civilized enough to be usable beyond a racetrack environment. Braking mastery. The Brembo Stylema calipers paired with large discs and a racing spec master cylinder deliver phenomenal stopping performance. Ducati revised pad materials and ABS modulation to allow deeper braking into corners with minimal chassis disturbance. Riders can trail brake further and more confidently, a trait once limited to pure superbikes. Engine note and sensory drama. Ducati recognizes sound as a part of identity. The exhaust system redesign keeps compliance intact while preserving the unmistakable Ducati V4 howl. From idle rumble to full throttle scream, The soundtrack mirrors the dual personality of the bike, civilized at rest, primal under acceleration. Downshifts produce crisp mechanical pulses driven by Ducati's Quickshifter logic, heightening sensory connection, rider relationship, and emotional delivery. Owning this motorcycle is not just mechanical, it is emotional. The sensation of control, the deep connection between brain and chassis, the constant reminder that the machine is capable of far more than a typical road, all contribute to a uniquely visceral riding experience. The motorcycle doesn't just obey, it engages in conversation with the rider, responding to intent with precision and instinct. Technology and connectivity. Advanced connectivity now permits deeper integration with ride data, cloud setup profiles, and performance logs. Telemetry-style analytics can be reviewed after a ride, helping riders progress in skill and technique. Ducati's intelligent software ensures that performance upgrades are not just mechanical, but personal. The motorcycle evolves with the rider. Conclusion. The 2026 Ducati Streetfighter V4 is not simply another update. It is the purest street expression of Ducati's racing spirit. With perfected aerodynamics, refined electronics, MotoGP-derived engineering, and a chassis built for sensation, this Streetfighter stands proudly at the top of the naked performance world. It is a machine built not to follow, but to dominate, engineered for riders who demand raw energy without compromise, and technology without dilution. A superbike without fairings, but never without purpose.